Hello guys, I'm back from another video, and today we're talking about what if Deku had the Demon Summoning app redo. So, in the last video we talked about how after he gone into UA, and also meeting his brand new classmates including his teacher, aka June, or Jin I think, yeah Jin, aka Twice, and he kind of insulted Izuku for being quirkless, but he told him he can just go to hell, which he kind of felt offended, but still, he's just a child. So, when it was lunchtime, him and, a girl by the name of, well, wait for a second, Toga were talking. Well, Bakugo would see him and try to apologize to him, and also telling him why is he here, as he would just tell him to just go fuck off and leave him alone. After all, you did say that he's going to kill him, and saying that he should just swan dive off the roof, which everybody that heard that, well, let's just say, oh boy. So, after that, we moved to Izuku, basically going through the streets of Japan, basically acting as a vigilante. After a while of beating some low-level villains, he met a high-level gang, ruled over by this guy by the name of Bane, which basically has the same quirk as, or at least has the same powers of Bane from Marvel, not Marvel, I meant DC Comics, the one that literally broke Batman's back. So, after a while of fighting, well, both of his demons, specifically Matador and Cerberus, well, they killed the guy. And yeah, oh boy, they basically killed him. And let's just say, well, Mr. Aizawa was not happy about that, and tried to arrest them, but they unfortunately disappeared, including Izuku himself. After leaving, he basically gone back home and basically just worried about the police finding out about him, but they would probably never find out about him because of, well, plot reasons. So, yeah. So, that was basically the end of that episode, and so, let's talk about what happens next. But before we actually start the video, all of you guys, or at least two of you guys that basically commented on one of my posts for his vigilante name, well, I decided to pick this one. This guy over here. This guy who decided to give him the name Limerick, which apparently that's the right spelling. I searched it on Google Translate. Yes, that's basically the actual translation of the name, or at least how you're supposed to say it. Apparently it's Limerick. So yeah, I'm gonna be calling his vigilante name Limerick. And so let's go back to the actual episode. So we moved to Deku, basically just thinking of some vigilante names, until something caught his eye. He saw that in one of his old newspapers that he used to, search around about for All Might merch and also some All Might documents. He found out that there's this villain that he used to fight with back when he was in training. This villain named Limerick. A villain that had the ability to create any type of creature out of nowhere. As he thinks in his mind, yes, I should call myself Limerick, in memento of a person that had the balls to fight All Might. I commemorate you, Mr. Limerick. As he would name himself Limerick, the vigilante of true justice. That is what he wants. So, after that, it's the next day of school, where it was not really that eventful. He just did some studies. Some people just tried to talk to him, but they just well, let's just say Izuku just flipped him off and said, "There's no way I'm never going to be friends with you." And mostly talked with Shinso, and also, wait for a second. Dabi, and Toga. After that, they basically started going into the lunch. Or the cafeteria, I meant. After they gone to lunch, they started eating as they heard an alarm. This alarm was something, well, pretty eventful. This alarm event that he prefers to call it, well, happened when it was during lunch as they heard the alarm as everybody is basically like panicking, including some of his, well, eventual friends. But, well, Deku or Izuku would just like, it's so annoying. As he would decide to go to the bathroom to just stay in until the heat died down. When the heat eventually died down, it turns out that the alarm was supposed to be for some, well, paparazzi knowing that All Might is in, well, UA, working as a teacher. When Izuku heard about that, he kinda looks visually pissed off after hearing that. Everybody would feel, everybody would hear, or some of them would like, well, let's just say, smell. Yeah, smell. That sounds great. They would smell the anger coming off, well, Izuku right now when they heard that All Might is working as a teacher. Let's just say Izuku was pissed. So, I'm really sorry for my dog outside. Just let me... He would start going back to class as they started teaching about some stuff. Mostly about math and mostly about English and many other things. But after class, he'd gone straight to that other world, or the demon realm, where he was, well, instead of being in that broken down, like, city of Japan, instead, well, it seems to be a large forest that seems to have remnants of an old city. As in old city, I mean, modern buildings being, well, consumed into Mother Nature. While looking around, he sees several winged creatures, mostly looking like fairies? Some look like they're made from stone, others look like they're magical and nice, but one creature came upon him at rapid speeds, getting ready to kill him. This thing is a... Wait for a second. Just let me check first. Wait. There we go. The name of this creature is Kusith. This creature resembles a dog with green fur and seems to have his, like, ears turned into wings as it starts trying to bite on, well, Izuku, as Izuku would summon Loop Garou to start slicing these creatures apart. Matador would start, well, doing the typical, like, bullfighter thing and start, well, trying to fight these, well, wolves, or should I say dogs. After a while of fighting, a figure would arrive. This figure seems to be, well, pretty weird looking, to say the least. It seems to be wielding a sword, and seems to be wearing typical Irish clothing. His eyes are blue, his hair is pure golden, tied up into a ponytail. He seems to have antlers on his head, as he would say this: "I'm sorry, young man, but do you dare try and hurt my hunting dogs?" As he would say this: "Who the hell are you?" says Izuku, as the rest of his, well, demons would start surrounding him, as he would say this: "I am Fionn McCool, Ireland's greatest hero, or at least formerly. Now, how dare you try and go into the forest of the fair, or the fae, should I say that, or fairies?" He would also say that, as he would also say this: "If you dare try and hurt my land, I will strike you with my blade as fast as the wind." As he would say this: "So, what do you want?" As he would say this: "I just wanted to ask, why are you here?" As he would say this: Well, I'm maybe going to do some training, maybe fighting some of these demons, or as he would say this, don't you dare hurt my people. And if you dare hurt them, I will slay you. As he would say this, bring it on then. As both them stand off. As when they get ready to strike each other with both of their swords ready, a person would arrive. This person would push them all back with the force of basically a dump truck. As Izuku would look over and see a prince-like demon. Seems to have wings that resemble fairy-like wings, just like the other typical fairies or pixies. As another one would arrive, this woman would resemble another fairy, but with a green dress. As this man or fairy would say this, I am Oberon, king of the Fae. So, what are you doing here, human? I thought you... Wait. As he would look closer into Izuku's eyes, as he would say this, Huh, it seems that we have an albino here. I'm really sorry for my subordinate. So, why did you come here? As he would say this, well, I'm just looking for some training for my other demons. As Loop Guru, Matador, Elagor, and Cerberus would come out of the shadows. As he would say this, so you're looking for training, but unfortunately, we can't do that right now. Apparently, there's this demon that's been telling our villages. As he would say this, monster. As he would say this, yes, this monster seems to be terrorizing our villages and seem to have captured one of our greatest healers, or more specifically, the goddess of healing herself. As he would say this, so who is this goddess of healing anyway? As he would say this, her name is Idun, the Norse goddess, and I want you to try and help her out, free her from her capture of that freak. So, will you accept? As he would raise his hand and looks like he's about to do a handshake. As Izuku would accept. As he would say this, so, what should I do? As he would say this, the demon's over there, nearby by the mountains. I will help you, but more specifically, I will just give you a map. As he would say this, just a map? As he would say this, yes. As he was given a map. This map looks like chicken scratch. As he would say this, I can barely read this. As his demon summoning app would start glowing, as it seemed to have uploaded the map and deciphered it to look somewhat normal. As he would say this, oh thank God. So, this must be, as he would see a marker. This marker seems to resemble a cartoonish demon. As he would say this, I'm guessing that's supposed to be the demon that we're supposed to fight and save Idun. As Loop Guru would say this, this will be fun. Can't wait to show you how powerful I am, Master. As for Cerberus, he tells, or at least gestures to, Deku, that there's something nearby in the forest. As when he looks, he sees a necklace. This necklace seems to resemble a diamond. As he would say this, looks pretty good. Maybe I should sell it off. As he would he would put it into his pocket as he starts leaving. So, after a while walking through the lush forest of the Fey Kingdom, they made it to the large looking, wait for a second, cave. As this cave seems to be, well, the complete opposite of the entire forest. Creepy and almost distorted. So, Deku or Izuku would start going into this gigantic ass cave. As when he did go into the cave, it feels eerie, like something is watching him. As he would hear a scream, Izuku would start jumping to the hills, or more specifically, jumping into a nearby rock to hide. As Bell, I meant not Bell. I meant Izuku. God damn it, it's gonna be happening every single time now, because I'm starting to do what ifs about like the mochi. So yeah. Oh god. So Izuku would see Idun. Idun seems to resemble, well, Izuku would remind him that Idun looks like Little Red Riding Hood, but more cuter and much more, let's just say something elsey. Something that you probably saw in, like, I don't know, a magazine specifically. Oh boy. Anyway, so, as he would see the demon that's tormenting her or captured her, this demon seems to look like this. It seems to resemble a red cloaked man. He's wearing all red, but his hair is completely black. He seems to have he seems to have pointed ears and a goatee of some kind. As Idun would say this, "You're not getting my apples, Mephisto." As he would say this, "Oh, come on. Your work is quite pathetic. You just selling off all of your golden apples, which can bring immortality to others, and just giving them for free? Pathetic. Why not just sell them off? But you decided to just give it all away, giving it to so many needy people. People that are not paying you. People that are not appreciating you. And you decide to just let it all go." "I'm sorry, but you're gonna be making golden apples for me now. And when I do, I'll become rich, rich, rich. Now, get to work, damn bitch." As Izuku would tell Matador and Loop Garou to come out and get ready to take him down. As they would say this, "Right." So, Loop Garou would come out of the shadows and start slashing at Mephisto. Mephisto would say this, "Why you... who the hell are you?" As he would say this, "They call me Loop Garou. Now, time for you to die, you damn demon." As he would say this, "So you're daring to try and fight me? How brave. But unfortunately you're going to die, just like all the rest." As he brings up his sword and starts charging in at him. As Matador would block the attack. As he would say this, "You damn pile of bones." As Izuku would start coming out of the shadows to also, try and break Idun out of her cage. As Idun would say this, "Who are you?" As he would say this, "The name's Izuku. No time for explaining. I'm trying to get you out of here." As she would say this, "I think it's better for you to try and... wait. You're now albino. That means..." As she would say this, "Try and make a weapon and slice the cage apart." As he would say this, "Why didn't I think of that?" So, Izuku would start transforming into an albino form. As Izuku would start slashing at the cage, destroying it in an instant. As, well, Mephisto was pissed and said this, "You tricked me! Why, you..." As he starts creating a blast of pure energy made from darkness itself. As it starts started to charge up, and he throws it at Izuku. Izuku would slice the attack, or slice the beam in half, as he would start charging forward, and deals the finishing blow into Mephisto's chest. Mephisto would dissipate, turning into nothing more than money. So, after that, they started leaving that little area as they bring Idun back to the fairy village. So, says Oberon, thank you for bringing Idun back. As for your reward, as he would give some money to both him and his, demons, as they were pretty thankful. As he gets a notification from the demon summoning app saying you're now able to create both Finn Makul and Idun in the, wait for a second, in the fusion option menu. Not only that, they're also now available in the demon recruitment option thing or tab. As he would say this, cool. So, he would tell his demons that they're going to be going home now, as they left the Fey village to go back home. So, after that, Izuku was actually pretty tired, and so, started preparing to get some sleep. And so, before he goes to sleep, he decides to go into the recruitment tab and started bidding for Idun. When he win Idun was pretty thankful, but this is not the Idun from that mission. It's a different one. As for Finn Makul, he will try and get him later, but for now, this is going to be the end of the episode. So, how do you think of this episode? Is it good or is it bad? Anyway, so, I hope you liked the video, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye-bye!